Hey guys, Brian here. I don't know if I can tell where I am right now, but basically I'm in Anywhere, USA. But more specifically, I'm in Haddonfield. Um, Not Haddonfield, New Jersey, um, but Haddonfield, Illinois ish. You see, I'm on a street called Orange Grove Avenue, and since most of you can't come out here for Halloween, I thought I'd bring part of Halloween to you. Orange Grove is a street that I like to refer to as Anywhere USA. They make movies, commercials, television shows here. They filmed all kinds of things here because, if you'll notice, it could be anything you want it to be. And this is also where part of Halloween was filmed. For example, that house right over there, that's the Wallace house. That's where Annie was babysitting. Now, in the movie, the garage was only a carport, just an overhang. It's since been redone, and now there's a garage there. But in the film, when what's her name comes running out of here, and she runs across the lawn, and she falls here because that's what you do, you always fall down. And then she runs up to the doorway of this house here, and she's banging on the door. Let me in, let me in. The light goes on, but they won't let her in. And then what she ends up doing is she runs over here to the Doyle house across the street, right here to the Doyle house. Now, this is where she's at the door, and she's going, the keys, and the kid looks out the window, and he's going, the boogeyman's here, and all that kind of crap. But this is basically the end of the movie. In fact, again, this is probably the slowest chase scene I think I've ever seen in my life. And one particular interesting part about this is, if you look at where we are here and look across that way, just keep looking over my shoulder. He walks along here and walks right past this tree right here. So he comes from right across there, and he walks across here, and you just see him walking right past this tree, and he walks right up to there, and that's there, and everything else takes place here. So that's where we are right now for that movie. Now, if you watch American Horror Story, that's the window where they're looking out the window, and the house across the street, that house. They've got those 55-gallon drums and the hazmat suits. This is Detroit. This is American Horror Story. The one where it's wintertime is Detroit. I can't remember the season it was. But anyway, this is where we are right now. So they had the street blocked off. They had parts of it covered in snow. It was really kind of cool. But they do a lot of filming around here on the street because, again, it has that look. It can be, in the literal sense, whatever they want. In fact, they pay the people. Obviously, they pay the money. This house, they use things so many times. These people have a fake lawn because their lawn's been ripped up so many times. They just put a fake lawn down here. I don't blame them personally. I think it's kind of interesting that we doing it like that. So, I mean, that's the cool thing about, again, living here is you get to do things like this. And there's a street in my neighborhood where they do this. There's a street right around the corner where they film something else. I mean, they're just always doing filming around. See, now I said it, and I shouldn't have said it. So I can't just say around the corner. So I guess I'm gonna have to take you there. All right, let's go. All right, so here's the deal. Back in 1984, a girl named Nancy Thompson lived here. And she was dating a guy named Glenn. Now Glenn Lance. And well, Glenn lived across the street, actually. Glenn lived right over there at that house right there. That's where Glenn lived. Glenn got sucked into his bed in this whole big pool of blood and all the blood everywhere. But this is Nancy Thompson's house. I'm on Genesee, and this is where they filmed Nightmare on Elm Street. This is the main house. The woman that bought this house a number of years ago, I can't recall how much she bought it for, but I do know that she gutted it completely. I mean, really seriously, it was a shell. Just what you see is all. Everything else is gone. And then completely redid the inside. But left the outside looking exactly the way, read the whole thing. And she sold it in 2013 for $1.3 million. So there you go. But yeah, this is one block over across Sunset and one block down, or down Genesee. And in this neighborhood is where they filmed part of Nightmare on Elm Street. So this is her house. I mean, she's looking out the window, and John Saxon goes walking up the lawn there after Johnny Depp gets. By the way, this is Johnny Depp's film debut. So this, yeah. So he went on to some other things apparently. But that's where I am right now. So a couple of creepy things all in one little neighborhood like this. But coming to you from a little street in Ohio, apparently. You guys enjoy. I'll talk to you later. Hey, thanks for your support. Tell your friends about this, and share and like and subscribe and everything else. Thanks. I'll talk to you all later. Wear your mask.